the girl who could rewrite reality. In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a peculiar girl named Alara. She was 16 years old, with piercing green eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. Alara was no ordinary girl. She had a gift that she kept hidden from the world. She could rewrite reality. Her power was not something she had asked for or even understood at first. It started when she was 10, on a cold winter morning. She wished her torn shoes would become new again. To her astonishment, as soon as the thought crossed her mind, the shoes transformed. What began as small, innocent changes, fixing a broken cup, turning wilting flowers into fresh blooms, quickly grew into something much larger. By the time she reached her teenage years, Alara realized she could alter the very fabric of existence with just a thought and a few carefully chosen words. Alara's ability came with rules. She couldn't bring back the dead or foresee the consequences of her changes. The more significant the rewrite, the more energy it drained from her. Over time, she learned to be cautious, using her powers sparingly. The discovery. One day, while walking through the forest on her way to school, Alara stumbled upon a strange book lying in the moss. Its cover was leather, aged and cracked, with golden letters spelling out the Codex of Realms. When she opened it, she found blank pages that filled with words as she thought about them. The book seemed to amplify her power. She could now rewrite reality with precision, creating detailed scenarios by inscribing them into the pages. At first, she used the book for small, kind-hearted deeds. She wrote away her friend Mia's illness, turned the failing crops of a local farmer into a bountiful harvest, and even softened the harsh winter for her town. The townsfolk whispered of miracles, unaware that Alara was the source. But the more she used the book, the more she felt its pull. It whispered to her in the quiet moments, tempting her to rewrite larger pieces of the world. The whispers promised her fame, fortune, and power, but she resisted. She feared what might happen if she changed too much. The shadows rise. One evening, as Alara sat by her window, writing in the Codex, the room grew unnaturally cold. Shadows began to gather, coalescing into a form. A man cloaked in darkness stepped forward, his eyes glinting like shards of obsidian. "You've done well with my book," the man said, his voice smooth yet chilling. "But you've barely scratched its potential." "Who are you?" Alara demanded, clutching the book tightly. "I am Cadron, the Keeper of Possibilities," he replied. "The Codex is my creation, a tool for shaping worlds. I entrusted it to the mortal realm, waiting for someone worthy to wield it. And now here you are." Alara's heart pounded. "What do you want?" "To see how far you can go," Cadron said with a sly smile. "Rewrite the world. Erase pain, suffering, war. Or, if you dare, remake it in your image. The power is yours." Alara hesitated. She had always feared her abilities, knowing how easily they could spiral out of control. "I won't use it for destruction." Cadron laughed. "Destruction? Creation? They are two sides of the same coin. But remember, every rewrite comes with a cost. What will you sacrifice to make your perfect world?" The choice. Alara spent days wrestling with Cadron's challenge. She could see the pain in her town, poverty, illness, broken families. She had the power to fix it all, but she also knew the danger of playing God. Finally, she made her decision. She opened the Codex and began to write. Her words were careful, precise. She rewrote the town's history, erasing tragedies and planting seeds of hope. She gave her neighbors strength, kindness, and resilience. As she wrote, the world around her shifted, growing brighter and more vibrant. But the cost was steep. With each sentence, Alara felt her strength ebbing away. Her hands trembled, and her vision blurred. By the time she finished, she could barely lift the pen. The town flourished. People were happier, healthier, and kinder. Yet Alara knew she couldn't stay. The Codex's power was too great, its temptation too strong. She packed a small bag and left the book in the forest where she had found it, hoping no one else would stumble upon it. A new beginning. Years passed. Alara wandered far from her hometown, living a quiet life and using her gifts sparingly. She missed her family and friends, but took solace in knowing they were thriving. One evening, as she sat by a campfire, she felt a familiar chill. Cadron appeared once more, his dark figure illuminated by the flames. "You've done well," he said. "Few can resist the Codex's lure. But you cannot run forever. The power is within you, not the book." Alara met his gaze, unafraid. "I'll use my gift to heal, not harm. I'll rewrite small pieces of the world where they're needed most." Cadron studied her for a moment before nodding. "Very well. But remember, every change ripples outward. Choose wisely." With that, he vanished, leaving Alara alone under the stars. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her power and her choices. She didn't know what the future held, but she was determined to face it with courage and compassion. And so, the girl who could rewrite reality walked into the night, ready to shape her destiny one word at a time.